This Use a Play is brought to you by...
Say hello to Carol. Carol talks for a living, from morning till night. So she relies on Flow's crystal clear home phone service brought to her through Flow's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her in the know, and because she bundles her mobile broadband and TV services, she enjoys huge savings, so she can enjoy much more for much less. So visit any Flow retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
It's Wednesday, May 4, and time for the Barbados Today afternoon update. Thanks for joining us. With the details, I am Fernella Wedderburn. A policeman finds himself on the wrong side of the law. 38-year-old Constable Donahue Pollard of Edge Hill St. Thomas has been arrested and charged with 2 counts of unlawful sexual intercourse with a minor. The offences allegedly occurred sometime between July 2015 and May this year. He is expected to appear in the Whole Town Magistrates Court today. Wanted man Wayne Reid is expected to appear in the District A Magistrates Court today on a number of drug charges. 48-year-old Reid of Regency Park, Christchurch, is charged with possession with intent to supply, and the trafficking of 282.7 pounds of cannabis. The illegal substance, which has a street value of just over $500,000, was discovered and seized after lawmen executed a search warrant at a residence occupied by Reid. He turned himself into police after being the subject of a wanted man notice. In other news, government nurseries, primary and secondary schools were this morning without some of its regular teachers. This as hundreds of educators wearing red gathered in Queen's Park this morning for a meeting with their trade representative, the Barbados Union of Teachers. BUT Public Relations Officer Dwayne Goddard told the gathering that teachers are fearful and want their issues addressed by the Minister of Education, Ronald Jones. He made it clear that teachers' concerns are bigger than the recent violence incident which occurred at the LSD Secondary School between a teacher and a student. He said that incident, which is currently under police investigation, was the straw that broke the camel's backs for teachers. Consumer rights advocate Malcolm Gibbs-Tate is seeking answers from the government on the recent increase in gas prices. Barbadians are currently paying $2.79 per litre of gas. That's 16 cents up from an earlier increase of 5 cents of both gas and diesel, and 2 cents. That's a 2% increase in kerosene on April 10. Last month, Finance Minister Chris Sinclair revealed that government had saved 30% on its fuel import bill. Gibbs-Tate is now projecting even higher savings on that bill this year and questioned government's logic behind the latest increase. He argued that with oil prices below $50 a barrel and the government savings, Barbadians should be paying less and not more for gasoline. Retired University of the West Indies of Social Development Professor Christine Barrow is warning Barbadians against a creeping influence of heavy right-wing evangelical force. She delivered the warning as she addressed an Anglican diocese organized panel on Barbadian families at the Caville campus last night.
Traditionally, I think that denominations in Barbados, Anglican, Catholic, Methodist, Moravian, and so forth, have been generally quite open-minded and liberal. And so has Barbadian society. But we in Barbados, along with other Caribbean countries and along with many other countries in the world, are now dealing with a heavy right-wing evangelical force, much of it imported, and it's a force that drives a narrow reactionary righteousness. It's anti-divorce, it's anti-abortion, it's against sexual diversity, and it's against all other unions other than marriage, etc., etc. The heavy evangelical response in relation to HIV has preached abstinence only for young people. This is a force that I think we need to keep an eye on. It threatens to take Barbados backwards and to undo legal reform and generations of social transformation.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Your first friend, your first love, your first teacher. Show your appreciation for the first lady in your life. Send a photo of you and your mother to We Love You Mom at barbadostoday.bb to be featured in our special Mother's Day photo album and for a chance to win some exciting prizes.
To Mom with love.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In news from the region, Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, says his administration has had no conversations on the decriminalization of marijuana. More in this report from TV6 News.
I lead the cabinet and I don't know that any such examination is taking place. I've seen the headline, I haven't read the story, but I'm pretty sure that the Attorney General will want to explain that. And I'll be very surprised if that is what he said.
So is it that the government is not at this time?
We've been in office now for 7 months and we spent no time examining the decriminalization of marijuana. So whatever conversation generated that headline, there certainly is some misunderstanding there.
The AG sought to clear any political haze caused by his comments, as he said the questions posed to him were in the context of the prison system. He did not deny the comments attributed to him in Monday's Guardian newspaper, including his explanation that, quote, if one were to argue for decriminalization, the limits to be applied must be considered, unquote.
It was in that context specifically that the issue of possession of narcotics, specifically marijuana, arose. And I said to the reporter that we were, of course, looking at the statistics behind that. The position that the Prime Minister spoke to is that the government, and there I want you to understand that he's referring to the Cabinet has not been invited to consider any of this as a whole. On the other hand, it's perfectly within well fit for the Attorney General's office to be doing the work that we're doing.
Further afield, there are fears this afternoon that high winds and hot temperatures may worsen a huge wildfire that forced the entire population of a Canadian city to be evacuated. Some 80,000 people in Fort McMurray in Alberta province fled as the flames headed to the center of the city. One district lost 80% of its homes. Extra firefighters were deployed to tackle the fire. However, no injuries have been reported. Here is what some of the residents and fire officials had to say about the situation in this video from the BBC.
They got music playing on the radios and nobody knows what to do. It's a terrible situation.
Well, it's a disaster, and I find that it's not fair. They didn't even let us take our things and when we asked them. So we lost everything now.
It's been the worst day of my career. And I am, you know, the whole, the people here are devastated. Everyone's devastated. The community is going to be devastated.
As frustrating and as scary as it is to leave your home, it's not as frustrating as scary as to find that you're trapped by your home if the fire changes direction.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good afternoon.